Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports checking in with some Chicago Bears news, and that the Bears have just made a signing. They got their replacement for the released Eddie Jackson. The Bears have signed former Titans and Eagles safety Kevin Byard to a 2-year deal worth $15 million. Now, the signing, the Bears were looking at help for safety, and it came out the reports that Byard and the Bears had a meeting. And ultimately now they have reached a deal. Now Kevin Byard, he's one of those guys that he can create turnovers. He's one of those type of players that is all over the field. When healthy, he is one of the better safeties in the NFL. And he hasn't really been nicked up or banged up throughout the course of his career. He did get traded from the Titans to the Eagles for a 5th and 6th round pick during the season in 2023. He really was going to solve the Eagles' problems, but the Eagles had more problems than just safety. So they ended up releasing him after the season, making him a free agent that he was able to sign with the team before the new league year starts. I know the rules are kind of confusing because I'm not going to lie to you guys. It kind of confused me that players are now still signing with new teams, i.e. Trubisky with the Bills. But either way it goes, the Bears have found their replacement for Kevin Byard, a player who's been a 2-time All-Pro in 2017 and 21 and a 2-time Pro Bowler in 2017 and 21. He also led the league in interceptions in 2017 with 8 interceptions. He's one of those guys that he plays all over the football field. He's good in coverage. He's very solid against the run. And he's one of those guys that has the speed to kind of move in different positions in the field. And I think he is going to complement guys like Jaquan Brisker, guys like Khalil Gordon, Jaylon Johnson, and Tyreek Stevenson very well in that Bears secondary who led the league in interceptions last year. Now we're going to talk about Kevin Byard coming into this Matt Eberflus defense where I feel with the pieces around him, I think Kevin Byard is one of those players that can make an immediate impact with this Chicago Bears defense. And he's been one of the better safeties in the NFL for the last 6 years with having his career high in tackles in 2020. He's been relatively healthy for most of his career. He's been all around the football with 28 career interceptions. So he is one of those players that I personally believe can fit right into this Bears defense and make an impact. And you don't have to break the bank with a guy like him with that 2-year, $15 million contract. So for this Chicago Bears signing, I personally like it. I was thinking they might have been looking in the draft, but I haven't really known too much about the safeties in this draft. And there were a lot of safeties that were on the market, whether it be a Justin Simmons or guys like that that are in the market. And I think this is a good signing. This is not one of those signings where you have to overpay or where you have to break the bank to get a guy that can come into your football team, a defense that was improving game by game by game during the 2023 season. And now you add him along with Sweat, along with Edmunds, along with Edwards. You re-sign Jaylon Johnson. You're just continuing to add to this defense that was one of the top defenses in the NFL over the last few weeks of the season, one of the better run defenses in the league, and I think he can help with not only the pass defense, but also the run defense as well. He's had playoff experience, and he is one of those guys that I personally feel with his skill set, and I personally feel with his ability, he can change the game for a defense. And I think with the Eberflus scheme, with Eberflus calling plays, Eric Washington is the defensive coordinator, and the things that you're continuing to do to continue to build this defense off of the success that they started to see later on in 2023, I really think this is a bargain signing, and I really think it's low risk, high reward because you're not really breaking the bank, and you're getting a guy throughout his career has been a highly productive football player to add to your football team. And not only highly productive, he has been relatively healthy for his NFL career. And That is something that Eddie Jackson was not throughout the last few years. With the Chicago Bears, he was in and out of the lineup due to injuries. Kevin Byard has basically been an Iron Man, and he's basically been productive no matter what the Titans have been doing with their defense. He has been a productive part of that defense. He was a good part when he started to get a little bit acclimated into the Eagles defense. So for the Chicago Bears and this signing, I give this a A. I really like this. It's interesting to see where the moves are going to go forward. But I will tell you guys right now, this week's episode of Chicago Bears Weekly might be a little bit of delayed. I've had some stuff going on in my personal life. And also as well, this signing kind of complicates some of the things that I was going to do, and I'm probably going to switch it up. So at the end of the day, this week's episode of Chicago Bears Weekly may be on delay, but it still will be coming out. But either way it goes, the Bears have made another move. The Bears have made a good move with the signing of Kevin Byard to a 2-year, $15 million deal. And at the end of the day, I personally like it. But I am APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys leave your thoughts about the signing in the comments down below. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.